Hi everyone, welcome to Way Out Here with the Eddies. I'm going to let Ron tell you what we're doing today.
Some of that heavy brass and stuff I got off of the trailer, I was going to clean some of it and see if we can't get it all cleaned and kind of check it out and make sure it's not whichever's copper and which brass. So what I do is on a lot of this I'll run a grinder over it. I can tell if it's brass or copper. That doesn't be brass. See the yellow on it? That shows that's brass. So that's a clean piece of brass. Let's see what this is. Now that's going to be copper. You see it's a red color tint to it. Then the copper. It's brass and copper's got two different kinds. You can see the yellow in that one and you can see the red in that one. Let's see if these nuts are brass or. Looks like the nuts are going to be brass, so I'll cut this copper in two for I can get the ends off of it for I can. Copper. That's brass, so all that over here was the brass. I thought I might just have to make one cut. I might have to make two to get this now. Don't want to make it bend, so I'll have to cut it again to get that other piece of brass off. Copper and brass is probably where your best money's at in scrapping. And like I say, down here where I sell it at, it's got paint and stuff on it. I'll have to come in here and take sandpaper and sand that to make it number one clean copper. And I don't think I got any sandpaper out here today, so I'll lay it back and I'll do it a little bit later. And I don't know if that's all brass or copper. It may be all brass. All that is brass. If it's got a washer in it, I'll have to get the washer out of it. Because they check all this stuff to make sure it ain't got no washer in it. So that piece there is all brass. This is one of those gas pumps. That's screwing that up. Let's see what all this is. That's all brass. Yeah, that's a good piece of brass there. All of it's brass, so we'll put it over in the brass pile. So here's got a little bit of wire or glue tied onto it with a nail or something. Let me see. I'm gonna magnet it up, see if I need to. I might have to cut in. This all could be brass. Let me hit these deals on the ends here. So all that's brass. I'm gonna have to try to get this big nut out of here and see if it's got any kind of metal or rubber in it. So we'll try to put put this thing in this vise somehow. Let's see if I can get that big nut out. I made this little table up to work on, so here's my little magnet. Put in my pocket. See if that's enough brass. So we'll get it. Come on, pretty easy. Yeah, just like I thought it would have some metal in there. I don't know if it's a rubber. No, it ain't rubber. I don't think it is. No. So that's all brass there. It did have a metal spring in it though. So we'll put it over there. Let me see how that thing. Let me see if it's all brass now. That is. But they'll check stuff like that. Like that there had a spring in it, and I know it wasn't gonna be brass. This here's got a kind of a brass deal here. I think that's probably holding that in there. See if the handle locks and get that piece out of there. Make sure it don't have no more metal in it. Open up these slides up there now. Yeah, a little bit of rubber right there though. That's gonna pull out. It's got a rubber seal there. Now that rubber seals it, let's see if the rest of it's all brass. I can stick it over here with all the brass stuff. This here's got a rubber grommet right here. Or it may be brass, I don't know. I brought my hammer. Yeah, I brought slowly but surely. Now it was all brass. So that there's clean now. I'm pretty sure all it's going to be brass. When I go sell it, if they see I've done them on all these brads and stuff, they'll know it's all brass. So that's a heavy piece of brass right there. So that's one of the pumps, gas pumps we got. Here's another one. So we got the wire cut off of it. This one here's made a little different. It's got probably a metal quarter key right here that holds this together. So I'm gonna take that little metal quarter key out. I can knock that little pin out now. That's all gonna be brass, I'm sure. Let me check it right quick before I don't even use that little quarter pin in my brass, so I'll put it right there. So this handle will come out of here now. One more somehow. And I said it would. I may have to take all this out first. Well, that's got another deal there where a spring was on that other one. So this one's probably got a spring in it too, spring loaded. So let me get it in the vise where I need it. Broke loose pretty good though. So it's a, yeah, it's brass. So I'll leave where, see, here's another spring. I'm sure that brass, that spring ain't brass. Maybe I was wrong, it is brass. I better check that other one. I didn't think that spring would be brass. What did I do with that other spring that I had?
Put it right over here somewhere.
Did I throw it in that bucket? I might have been throwing brass away. I just figured it'd be metal spring. That's brass. It's all brass too. Well, I was throwing brass away that time. Let's see here. So those already got all the little screwdriver go, a yellow one. Just stick it back in here. I don't think I did. Just pretty well got all the rubber off of it. It's a little gone, but that's all brass. So let's see here. That come out, so that's brass. This piece we knocked out a while ago. I don't think I need to knock it out again because we already seen. That's all brass. I might have a little bit of metal right there. I should have took that end off of that while I had it in the vise. I'll stick it back in real quick. That may be hard to do. It's got a little metal screw, a screw in there, but I don't know if it's brass or metal. Brass will be in good shape. That checked out to be all brass, so we're in good shape there. So this piece here will be clean now. So that's another big piece of brass. That's a big piece of brass here. Let's see if that brass or copper. Probably brass. I'll go ahead and stick this in the steel vise here. Now all that's going to be metal, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing in the vise right quick. I just want to be sure when I'm cleaning on stuff that I try to get it right. So, I can't take this piece of brass out of here. It's gonna turn pretty easy too. Okay, that's a big heavy piece of brass there too. I don't know how many pounds of brass I might get out of these. I might get 20 pounds of brass out of it. Let's see if that's brass. Again, off this one. So they had them other two had springs in them and they was all brass. So this one here, that's pretty loose. So they may be brass springs too. Now that in there's another good piece. Let's see if we can see. I think this piece right here is gonna be brass, maybe, but I know that in there ain't. So the rest of this is all brass. Let's see if I can get that piece off here. Try to knock that one piece out. I had a little bit of rubber on it. All that's been coming out all easy. May get some trouble. There it comes. Hadn't had the rubber on it, so that's all brass. That's a brass cap. There's two of them that I took off. So that's out there. That's all brass. That's brass. This end's right here. This end ain't too hard to get out. I'm not sure until I get the vise. Yes. I might split that brass a little bit. Break it loose. If I can get it broke loose right here. That there I don't want to do it. I used to take this grinder. If I run into something like that, that don't want to break loose. Cut in, and then I can get it break loose. If I can't, I'll put two cuts in. Large. Big cut right there. I'll try to cut it again. metal in there. It looks metal. Yeah. I'll go ahead and put that over, and I'm gonna take and cut that thing in two, and I think I can get some more brass out of it. But right there's a lot of brass already. But I think I can take this and that's a pretty good piece of brass there too, but it's on there. So I'm gonna take, we'll cut it down on both sides and try to knock it off of there. Just bring it off right now. This is cut.
No. May not get it off.
Yeah, I'll get it off. I'll get it off. It may take a few more minutes. Looks like this thing screws up in that deal all the way down. I mean, all the way up in here. So I should be getting to the bottom of it. Okay, something good. screw on one side. Maybe I can get it to come loose or something. That thing there's trying to defeat me. But it's not going to. I can already see what I need to do now. That thing, I thought it screwed on there. That there's just a coupling. So I'll just cut this, finish cutting this piece of metal right here. Off there. See, that was just a regular metal there. That's not brass. So now this whole deal here is all brass. I just gotta knock some of that stuff out of there. Now it's all brass.
Okay, folks, we're going to close this video out for now. If you haven't done so already, please hit that notification bell, subscribe, and hit that thumbs up button. Thank you for watching, and God bless.